The finger of justice pointing at my control key.
Attention citizens.
Vaguely.
This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive nonconformists are loose in the courthouse.
Not non-conformist.
Please return to your homes until the situation has
That's
been
big
resolved.
talk for hooligans.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. We're gonna be in that bush, aren't we?
Close.
What
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
Good plan, Doc.
Hey, it's my mom.
It's my mama.
Hey,
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
As a gift.
what the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
So all of
Harsh.
them.
Oh,
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess.
Double slap.
Mom used double slap.
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why is that significant?
Well,
Yes.
Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
No.
Fascinating.
Get your damn hands off.
Aye,
Nice.
Dad.
Combo.
No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
And not in
Yes,
a good way.
now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Aww.
It's always weird when
Mom, Dad, no!
CGI things
You'll be
bump
fine.
into each other.
Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
The mum looks really like a drug abuser. She looked very worn out.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Oh, good. Is that what we're waiting for?
Great.
Those two
Let's go
guards
fix
to
the
run
Yeah.
DeLorean.
past.
I'm afraid I'll
I've
have
been
to do
standing
that
there
without
watching
you,
us
Martin.
talk for a while.
Why?
Well,
You see
from what
talking,
little I
Ben.
understand of time travel, if
No,
you help
have
me
you been
rebuild
drinking?
the time machine, your
no.
presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you
shadow,
fix
it's
the
kinda
time
purple.
machine?
Because of
Exactly.
the flowers.
But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice
another
I'm
dry
gone.
day.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See?
Yay.
We're making progress already. See
Yay!
you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
And you might want to grow your hair longer.
Stay off the street. Citizen Brown?
Come
Damn
on, work it out. It's obvious. It's happened to you like
Wait
3 or
for
4
Citizen
times now.
Brown to prepare to fix the DeLorean.
Okay. So how's it going? I'm beginning to think we may need to do something here. Although I don't know, hanging out in this recycling bin is nice.
It is green.
I kind of want to go sit in the brown one for a while. Can we get out?
Yeah, try. Just click on the brown one, see if that does anything.
Oh,
Maybe we need to get out
I was
first.
hoping
Click
it
on
would-
us. No.
Can we walk out? No. Oh,
He's
yeah.
not coming back, you know.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
she wasn't there
Emmett,
like a second ago.
Without me to guide him, he's almost useless.
Like a bicycle
Before
without a
I
rider.
found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything.
She's gone
but
to
with me
die.
to inspire him, look at what we've built.
You inspired him to do bad things.
Yeah, you've inspired him all right.
wanted-
Inspired him
I
to
wanted
turn
to
Hill
hit her
Valley
with
into
the
a
real
bunch of
life
uptight
thing.
dorks.
Oh.
I
Hit her
wouldn't
with a real
expect a
life.
delinquent like you to
Here's
understand.
another wife.
You're not the only inspiration in Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Blech. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
Yeah.
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous. Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did that too.
And it worked reasonably well.
Okay,
Yep.
Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
I was hoping that she'd back us into the street and then she'd be in the middle of the street and he'd hit her. But that's just me.
His hair doesn't seem to have
Ha-ha!
grown much.
1 second I'm in the present,
No.
the next I'm 6 months in the past.
Considering it's been
Amazing.
6 months.
6 months?
Fantastic.
It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha-ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Blow it out of your exhaust, poor dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't...
Divorce lawyers!
How long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well. I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor mistake. Here,
Oops.
What's this?
clothes for our trip.
Miscalibration of the time
Can't have you
circuits. There you
traipsing
go.
around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my
Love
life
how
without
Edna's
my
doing
help,
nothing.
did you?
Yeah, she's in shock. Go on, slap her in the face. Oh.
Fine, leave.
I don't feel sorry for her at all.
I'll ruin you, Emmett.
Definitely not anymore.
I think she already
I
has.
run this town.
Not for much
There's
longer in the
nobody in the
past.
street. She's just stood in the middle of the square shouting.
She's amazing.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
They're very realistic car sounds, aren't they?
Yeah, from outside the window. Sorry about that. Race around this by me.
It's like pretty good at blocking out.
It is actually, yeah.
You don't notice them that often, which is good. So people on the internet may just think we're insane.
Yeah, insane, colourblind, and cross-dressing. That's the general impression we've given from our series so far.
Series
We are insane, but the other two are
This
less.
is where I last saw him.
Correct.
You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Ugh, luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on the first date. If we work
Or
fast and
second
stay
date,
focused, we can
third
see to it
date.
that
Yeah.
I mean,
After
our
marriage.
relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage.
Even
Yeah,
after marriage.
Because as we know,
Look at that. The
as
old
we know,
town
kissing is
here.
marriage.
What about it?
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. So, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool? Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
That's the problem.
But you're going to
You're
now,
going
Doc.
to. That's what we're here for, remember?
yeah.
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Or how cars work.
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
Well,
Town
that's
square?
Great.
It's just
his
like I
proper-
remember, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc, you need to go inside and check it out.
It's really
First
great
rule
on
of
the
time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It could cause
Suddenly,
reality
he's the
to
expert.
collapse or something.
You
inside.
mean
Only
Right behind you. Don't peek.
over halfway through.
Go on.
this
I'll let you
series.
know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan,
the billions and billions guy?
the suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Just go with it. Let's go talk to other Doc. Doc 1. Oh, I tried to jump.
Why?
I don't know, I felt like jumping. I've been playing too many games where you can jump.
It'd be kind of funny if it just did nothing.
Harry! You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been
Giving you
hiding?
another random name.
I think they just can't remember our names, so they just choose a random one.
Harry, Sonny.
Oh yeah, we've told him sort of what we are, like time traveling. So, in a mentally conditioning factor in the dystopia you created, let's go with the safe
Oh,
one.
you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady.
Beautiful.
You know,
as-
I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kin on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now,
you need
but
our help
until
to
that
escape
crisis,
her.
I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine.
Her best line has still been, "Someone might need my soup cycle." Trust that first impression.
Forget it.
Well,
Okay.
sometimes first impressions are right. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
the rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But
More trouble
why?
than it's worth. I'll never figure
No,
out a
it's not.
propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
That's not a doc word.
Social utility?
utility?
Since when do you care about
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
the what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to
No.
get me to complete it in time for the expo.
I'm sure
Damn
she
it,
could
I'm a
crack
little
the whip.
confused here.
What's going
What day is it?
Why, it's opening day.
Does
The
he know we're
opening
a
day
time
of the
traveler?
expo.
No.
Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna
Not
catches me
young Doc.
dawdling, there'll
Okay.
be heck to pay. Catch you around, Callahan.
October 12th. Doc?
I swear we told someone that we're a time traveler.
Doc?
No. We had someone in our car with us at one point. Like chapter 1. Was it our granddad?
No.
No, it can't have been.
We didn't tell him that we were time travelers. He was in our car. We haven't told anyone that we're a time traveler, apart from in the 1984 world.
Okay. I must be remembering it wrong then. What are we doing anyway?
Going to dock.
Okay, I can sprint, can't I? There we go. Why is the camera so close to my back? It's kind of weird.
It used to be a hairdresser. Saying, do you like... Are you happy
Just
with
look at the
cuts?
back of your hair!
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to
like
start, and
tail end of the
teenage you
joke.
is already
Yeah.
in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the
Giggity.
DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Oh,
That's
worse,
not good.
the Mesozoic.
And we're stuck?
Oh no!
For the time being,
Words I'm
I'll
not
look into the
familiar
problem
with.
and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I
great.
remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna. Where can I find her?
Call her
Where do you
clear-headed.
think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Oh, but of course.
Yay.
So we're gonna try and get Dame Edna to dump Doc.
So it can still fly well. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's cool.
That counts as one of the 3 dimensions.
Yeah, it counts as 3 of the 3 dimensions.
What's up?
Yeah, I think the car can fly sideways
Right,
as well as
there
up.
she
Otherwise,
is.
it's a bit
My
useless.
soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing.
Oh, no,
if
'cause
not
it can
This
predictable.
car functions as a car
Do I really
or
have
an
to talk to her?
elevator.
I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
I'm just saying most cars can
I'll
do
talk
2
to her.
dimensions.
Yeah, this one can do 3.
You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All car of the future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Oh, well, aren't you,
Why
Mr.
not?
Sunshine?
Good luck.
And we'll come in last place.
Yeah. But I demonstrated the time travel capabilities! You ended up in the Mesozoic age for like... thousands of years. I don't know. Okay, this is kind of cool. We've got an expo, and there's our granddaddy, and there's the evil woman.
Evil woman won't play your games with me.
Doc's
Look,
right. If
one
we
of the
want to
red
break Edna and
disappearing
Emmett up,
flowers.
we better approach it from
See,
Edna's
there it
side
is.
of the
That's
relationship.
gone.
Oh. It's flowers of the future.
Yeah.
The bulb's dying. Truck. Just take the truck.
It's not as nice as my truck back in '86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in '86.
That's
That is the
important thing.
least of your worries. No, yeah, whatever. It's good to talk to the guy. Hey, guy!
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds.
He's
You
so
got
lovely.
official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers.
Wakers.
You look familiar.
Wake.
Do I know you?
Nope.
He sounds kind of like...
Did we steal his wife? Was he the one whose wife we tried to steal multiple
I'm
times?
not sure. Well, she's not here, so...
Okay.
He sounds like, what's she called from Monsters, Inc? The one who goes... Ha, ha, ha.
I don't think he sounds like that. I know the lady you mean. I can't think of what her name
If it
is.
isn't Mike Wazowski.
Spell it Brown. It's not exactly an obscure name.
Incorrect. IT.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love. Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
Yeah.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but oh,
I couldn't make it,
dear.
Mr. Callahan, you do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
We would have gone to this event, but we were busy. We had to record some stuff. Which we're doing now.
Thwarting your crazy schemes.
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business.
I like him
Honestly,
already.
with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
I don't think it's going to matter what we say.
no.
Then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him.
Surely the
I never
Well
knew
done.
anyone like him. So oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even
She's
like
one of
him.
those women. She just never
Yeah.
shuts up.
I don't get it. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but
I appreciate your concerns,
I
Mr.
wouldn't
Callahan, but I can take
associate
care of myself.
the word
I know what
girl
I'm looking for in a man,
and
and
her
it so happens Emmett fits the bill
in
to
any
a
way.
T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple
dear.
mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Can we talk to our grandpappy?
Hey, Artie.
hey, Artie.
what I said.
Officer.
Officer,
Right. Don't blow your cover.
will you please keep your mind on the task
She
at
didn't even
hand?
notice.
Can't talk right now.
Okay.
I forgot we were an
And
officer.
Anything else we can do? Is there any other bits? No. Okay.
Okay, shall we try... let's try talking to Doc. Okay, we'll go around. I'm not pressing anything.
I'm not sure if I've learned everything I can from Edna.
So I better not disturb Doc, who's completely ignored me. Let's go back over to Edna then.
Ahem. You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
For a
What
woman?
would that list be exactly?
Make a good reporter,
correct
Mr. Callahan. You know
genitalia.
that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit.
Radioactive.
Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful
Brainwash.
as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly,
That's a
and
nice
most
put it.
important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out
Brainwash.
that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious,
What's
just
your
trying
game,
to
stranger?
understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Bam.
Now, Mr.
We're not
Cub
trying to
Reporter,
date you
is there
fool.
anything else?
Emmett's a chick magnet? That's heavy. I don't know. I'm not very good at Marty's voice. I don't have enough puberty in me anymore.
You lost all your puberty, did you?
Yeah.
Whereas most people go through puberty.
It's all gone!
Sparks was born with a full beard and it's slowly recessed back into his face.
I'm the real life.
as he's lost all his puberty.
I'm the real life Benjamin Button. Let's ask
What the
the
heck is this mental
meter is.
alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary
guess.
invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
we don't get to ask her what her purposes are. Let's go talk
That's
to Doc. I'm
all the
scared.
questions I got.
Very well
I
then.
want to know if Doc was in with the ladies.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Audie.
Trixie?
You seen my Oriole?
Yeah, what?
this?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was going to get a lot more exciting. all
She
of a
gets to
sudden.
come and go freely, and I'm
Giggity.
forced to wait. I love it.
Good. I'm glad she's happy with the situation.
Yeah, me too. I was worried there might
Go-
be some sort of strife. Now I'm confused. Which way do I go?
Down. Go.
Okay, I'm just. This looks funny. Nobody cares that I'm walking in a circle. Game logic.